reading Blue Period, which by the way, if you have not read this manga, then please do so. It's probably one of the best mangas that I have read out there, and for someone who has known nothing about art, this is like probably one of the best ways into like just learning tidbits of the art world. But either way, if you have not read Blue Period, then I 100% suggest that you do. Why? Because of one thing, and that is passion. All right, choosing a passion might just be one of the most terrifying things out there. Okay, this might be one of the most scariest things that a human being could do, and it's not because you finally found your meaning to life. It's not because you have finally found a way to ignite that flame that we all share, but whether or not you are going to succeed or fail. Okay, 9 times out of 10, if we finally admit that we like something, if we finally admit that we want to dedicate our life to something more, then it is a good chance that while we are thinking about how we can succeed, there's also going to be the possibility that, hey, I could also fail at this. And that feeling alone is going to be enough to stop anyone from taking that first step. As I said before, I am rereading Blue Period, and I am patiently waiting for chapter 51 to come out. But as I am rereading this wonderful manga again, the lesson of finding that spark, something that you want to dedicate your life to, a passion that you enjoy doing, and learning everything about that is absolutely terrifying. Okay, take our main boy for example, Yaguchi. Okay, Yaguchi wants to be a painter. However, there is a good chance that our boy could fail. Okay, it's a good chance that, hey, even though painting is my passion and I would love to make it a career of mine, there is still a good chance that I could fail. Or let's say that you want to start a YouTube channel and you already have your YouTube channel, and while you do enjoy making content and trying to figure out the best possible way to get better and better, and while for me this is nothing but a hobby, I don't plan this my finite career choice. At the same time, while this is nothing huge for me, while this is nothing but a hobby, I am still going to be afraid that I am not good enough. I am still going to be afraid that I might fail this. And you know what? Admitting that you may not do so well is, to me, probably one of the best things that you can do. Because hey, now that I know that my channel is 100% not going to be perfect, no channel is going to be able to do that, then I have found something to, well, improve on. And that right there is probably the fun of finding a passion like painting or YouTube or writing or making music. It's basically accepting the fact that you are going to fail, but at the same time, every mistake that you make is also going to help you grow, and well, it's also going to help you succeed too. But where was I getting at? Okay, I think the main thing that I'm getting at is, as I said before, choosing to love something, choosing to ignite that passion, it's terrifying. And I, for one, am terrified of that. And after reading this wonderful manga, which by the way, if you have not read Blue Period, it's what, like only 50 chapters out right now? Could be more. I'm not for sure. But after reading Blue Period, and of course, whenever I do like a top 20 main character protagonist list type thingy down the line. Yaguchi, I think that's how you pronounce his name. But anyway, our boy is going to be on that list, okay? Why? Because I feel like Yaguchi feels the exact same way that we do. As I will keep saying, and as I will keep rambling on and on about, it is terrifying announcing to the world, announcing to yourself that finding a hobby, finding a way of life that the viewers, that anyone, okay, finding that way of life that the viewers, that society itself may deem a mistake. But as I said before, each mistake is going to help make your hobby, it's going to help make your passion grow even stronger and stronger because of that. And hey, just like Yaguchi, I believe found his life calling because one of the best things about his character is him learning more about himself through his passion, which is aka art or oil painting, and him finally finding a way to communicate his true self to the outside world. And that right there is the reason why I love this manga. That sentence alone was the whole point of me doing some useless rambling as I am trying to find the right words to express how I truly feel about this manga, and that is I love it. And why do I love it so much? It's like I said, we are Yaguchi, okay? We have a passion that we want to share with people, and that might be our meaning to our life, but also how we are able to communicate with others. But I think the main question that I should be answering is, why should you read Blue Period? Why should you, if you have no interest in art, or if you want to learn more about art, if you want to learn more about finally admitting that you love something and how terrifying that can be, then I 100% suggest that you read this wonderful manga. Why? Because the tale of Blue Period is both the main character and us, the reader, finding a whole new world, okay? Whether it is the art world, the anime world, the YouTube world, manga world, whatever. Opening up a new language for us to communicate to others with. A language without words that slowly relies on letting one's true self out there. As I said, when you finally find that passion, it's terrifying because you finally found a tidbit of the puzzle piece that once you solve it, then you might be able to once again find the true you. And in other words, for a main character like Yaguchi, the world of art, the communication of each paintbrush, of each stroke, colors, composition are all working together to show what type of person our main character is. So if you replace paint or like art with like something that you're passionate about, then that right there is going to allow the outside world and everyone around you to kind of figure out what type of person you truly are. And for me, this watching she take that first step, realizing that just you love something doesn't mean that that passion was born from you. And it's not going to be all rainbows. It's not 100% going to be complete happiness. You are going to make mistakes. You are going to have regret. You are going to fail. But at that same time, using that negative emotion and finding a way to turn it into something more positive, finding a way to learn about yourself is the main reason why I am going to say keep going forward, okay? Be like Yaguchi, okay? This guy has worked 24/7 to learn everything he could about art, to learn everything he could about his newfound passion. And that right there, even though he knew that there was like going to be a good chance that he could have failed, which in all honesty he could have, it would have been a good chance that our boy would have never gotten into the school of his choice. But at the same time, him learning from each mistake is something that we, the reader, could all learn from. Him admitting that, hey, I do enjoy painting, but at the same time, this is truly terrifying. And him admitting that, hey, just because you do love something doesn't mean that it's going to bring you 100% happiness at every turn. But at the same time, you still pick up that paintbrush, you still pick up that pen, you still turn on that microphone because, well, even though it brings you pain, it's something that you cannot live without. For Yaguchi, it's painting. For you, it might be something else. For me, it is the art of writing itself. And that is what this wonderful manga is about. Blue Period in itself, it's more than just a manga about a guy who falls in love with the world and art. There is not going to be a happy ending when Yaguchi picks up that paintbrush. Rather, it is going to be a new beginning, the first step in which our main character can finally be himself. After all, art is a language without words. It shows us what people like Yaguchi are feeling. It displays that passion that we praise some of the best artists for having. So if you have not read Blue Period yet, then as I said before, I 100% suggest that you do. And I'm hoping that my rambling thoughts kind of helped you, I don't know, maybe wanting to get into Blue Period. Like I said, it is a wonderful way for you to learn more about yourself, okay? It's a wonderful way for you to take that first step. Even though it could be terrifying, it is 100%, I will say, worth it for you to do so. Because as I said before, you are going to fail, okay? You are 100% not going to succeed at every choice that you make. You are 100% not going to succeed with each passion that you do, but at the same time, learning from that mistakes, and more importantly, just having fun with it. Failing right there is one of the best things that, how do I put this? Failing is going to help you learn more about yourself. I know what to say in my head, but for some odd reason, I just can't get the words up. But either way, be like Yaguchi. Take that first step, okay? Pick up your paintbrush and make that first paint stroke. Whether it's music, whether it's YouTube, whether it's, I don't know, movie making or music making. Just do you and have fun with it, because as much as you may have a passion for something, I also feel like if you're not having fun with that said hobby, with that said passion, then truly, what is the point? But I think this might be one of my longer videos. I feel like it was just mainly on and on about stuff, so I don't really know if it's as coherent as it is in my head. I kind of did like a improv version for this, just kind of saying what I feel when I'm reading Blue Period, which I'm just going to end this statement like this, and that is chapter 51. If you could please hurry up and get here for me, okay? Because you can't just make a wonderful manga, okay, that I fell in love with deeply, and then not give me a new chapter. I need a new chapter. Like, come on now. Like, how could you leave me waiting? This, please, chapter 51 and onward. But now I think I'm going to leave it here before I ramble on and on and on and on about how much I love this manga, because I could. As I said, it teaches you something new, so in a way it's kind of educational. The artwork itself, it's really good. And this learning about what happens when you take that first step into finally realizing that, hey, I love this passion, that right there makes for a good read. Not to mention that besides the main character, the side characters are like this really good too. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you happen to like this video, then I don't know, then just please hit that like button. And if you want to hear more rambling thoughts about manga or whatever else I may feel like talking about that day, then please hit the subscribe button. My overall main goal for this channel is to, well, not numbers rise, but just trying to improve with each video that I make, because for me this is a hobby. Okay, this is a hobby that I am falling in love with each time that I do it. This like Yaguchi is with his painting. But either way, I hope you guys have a nice day, and I will see you all later. Bye bye.